So the main agenda is to copy data using copy activity, using stored procedure at the source and using SQL table at the sink. For this, we have created a stored procedure named USP get products by ID. This will fetch all the columns of the product table using product ID in the where condition. Okay, USP means user stored procedure. Okay, and since we are returning the returning a single row, we have written get, that is REST API naming convention. Okay, and we are passing parameter as product ID that we are going to use in the where condition. Okay, now we have created this stored procedure. Okay, and then what we'll do is we will use the stored procedure in the source table, and in the sink we are going to select product one table. Okay, and in product one table we'll insert the record. Now let's go create a copy activity. Okay, let's select this copy activity, and in source let's create a new data set, SQL database. Let's say data set stored procedure product. Okay, link service SQL database. Now we will not select any table name because we want to select the stored procedure. So we'll come here, we'll select stored procedure. This will give a list of stored procedures. Now we have just created one stored procedure, so we'll take that. Now whenever you select a stored procedure, always do the import parameter. This will give you all the parameters those are required for that stored procedure. Okay. Now let's give product ID. Now if we select the if we select the product table, we can see 680. Okay, so let's copy that and paste this in the value. Okay, now let's do preview data. Show us all the columns from the product table. Okay, let's go to sink. Let's create a new SQL database, link service as well as, and we'll do dataset table product one. Okay, we'll select the product one table. Okay, we'll use upsert. So in case if we provide same product ID, next time we run the copy activity or the pipeline, it will update the record. Okay, now we have written product ID. So based on product ID column, it will update the record. Otherwise, if it is not found, it will directly insert the record. Okay, let's debug. This should copy only one single record to product one table. Okay, now this is succeeded. What we can do is we can see it in the output. Rows read 1, rows copied 1. Okay, let's go to SQL query window. Here we can see now 680 should be inserted in the table. Okay, now let's do another. Let's add 706 as well. So let's go to copy data source. Let's add 706 and run again. Okay, let's again check in product one. Now there should be two records. One is 680, the first time we ran this pipeline, and then 706, the second time we ran the pipeline.